We've seen her here on PTL to talk about her scene column in the Post-Gazette, and now Natalie Bencivenga has some exciting news to share. She's now a nationally, digitally syndicated advice columnist. She joins us this morning to talk about her new Ask Natalie adventure. And this all happened kind of organically, but tell us a little bit about how this came to be.
Yeah, so I've been doing the advice column at the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette now for a little bit over 3 years, and it's been just so much fun. I have a background in social work. I have my master's in social work, so it's been exciting to be able to use some of those skills from psychology and be able to apply them to questions that people would send. And so a few months ago, one of my editors approached me and said, hey, you know, this syndicate is interested in picking up your advice column. And of course, I'm like, yes,
yeah,
let's do it.
Dream come true, I'm
yes,
sure.
And it happened to be the Universal Press Syndicate. They're the largest syndicator of work in the United States. They're the ones that do Dear Abby, Miss Manners, the Ziggy Comics, a lot of things that people know. And so now my work is living on uexpress.com, which is their site, and now has the opportunity to be optioned by other papers in the country, which is really exciting. It's doing really, really well. People are engaging.
That's awesome. So you were previously taking questions locally. Do you now take questions nationally, or how does that work?
So I just started with them a few weeks ago. So people are really starting to get to know the column and read it and hopefully start to trust what I'm saying, and hopefully now, yeah, people from all over the country will be able to. Oh, absolutely.
So neat. So we wanted to talk about some things that you addressed this past year, your 2017 hot topics. So one of them is how to avoid sexually harassing coworkers, and this was something we saw all over the news.
Yeah, the last few months it's just been peppering all of the media outlets with these different conversations. And you know, I always talk about in my column with issues like this, it's all about those power structures, right? So if you're in a position of power at any company, but you know, especially it was mostly a focus on media recently, but in any situation, if you find yourself in a position of power, you really have to consider how you're relating to people that are technically your subordinates. And so you might think you're just being flirty and fun, or your hands resting on someone's back a little too long and they don't say anything, but they're probably not reacting because you're their boss, or they might laugh things off that are inappropriate because you're in control. So you have to really be cognizant if you're in a position of power in any company. How are you relating to the people that work with you and work for you? And just being more self-aware, which I think was a big part of this conversation. Was people that were in positions of authority, mostly men, had never really had to reflect and look in the mirror. And that can be really challenging for people, but now it's good. We have the conversation started, so let's talk about it and let's learn. Let's grow.
And one of the other things too, that same topic, should Harvey Weinstein's wife have left him?
Yeah, I got this question from a reader and I thought, wow, when that whole thing with Harvey Weinstein broke, I was surprised that someone asked me this, you know, oh, shouldn't she stand by her man? And the question really should be, why are you even asking? If this is her private life, and whatever she decides to do, I'm sure she's thinking about what's in the best interest for herself and her children. And let's be real, the woman is the face of Marchesa, which is a very big, you know, couture house. What stars are going to want to be associated with this brand if she's still staying with a man that is being accused of being a predator?
Such allegations, right. Interesting stuff. And,
oh, yes.
And that was coming from someone locally here in Pittsburgh.
Yes, yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so Christmas just wrapped up.
Yes.
What can you
Unintended.
What can you do if your spouse or partner isn't thoughtful with their gifts?
So this I thought was a fun question that I received from someone. She was really mad that her partner would just buy her all these gift cards to her favorite places and not put thought in. But I'm reading the question, I'm like, so she's mad that he's giving her basically free range at all of her favorite stores. This is what I call a first world problem, which means it's not really a problem at all.
No, it's not a problem. No.
I said, if this is what you're really concerned about, why don't you ask him just to come with you, and then you can pick out something together at the store that you like, but, you know, save the ink for someone who cares.
Yeah.
I'm not really feeling sorry for you, lady.
Yeah,
a stack of gift cards is what she said.
A stack.
Like there's
so not just
there's
like one
tier.
or two.
No, a stack.
Your husband is jealous about your new promotion. What should you do?
Yeah, this was an interesting one because the question was basically he had lost his job recently, and at the same time she had just gotten a large promotion that basically compensated his loss. So financially it wasn't a stress factor in that way for their family, but it was more of an ego thing. And she was frustrated that he wasn't feeling supportive and was being hard on her. And I tried to explain that in this situation, you know, he's probably feeling emasculated. I think men have a hard time understanding what their purpose is if they're not in a position of financial control and providing in the home. And so to take that into account, but at the same time say to him, like, look, this is hurtful to me. And I think a lot of times we're so afraid to just communicate our feelings that we bottle them and then we become passive aggressive towards each other. But what if you were just honest about how you're feeling in a respectful way, understanding where he's coming from, but saying it hurts me when you specifically do this?
Okay, so this is another thing that you received, another question. Yes. Social media accounts like Instagram have been linked to depression in some studies. If you feel depressed, what can you do?
Instagram making people insta-depressed, right? Because we're looking at people's best moments
with
and
filters.
Hello. And
right.
I don't know about you, but sometimes it takes about 30 photos to get that one where I'm like, okay, I don't hate that picture if I filter it. And
if I put that glow
of me on there. Right. And so, you know, I said, I think you need to take a detox from Instagram, because we have to remember this isn't real life. These are just moments of life, right? You know, the happy family at the dinner table right before their 3-year-old throws pasta against the wall. You know, you didn't capture that moment.
Right.
So I think we have to really take into account not only, you know, what we're posting ourselves and how that's being interpreted, but also taking it a little easier on everyone. And I think for 2018, can we make this a less judgmental, more loving year? That's my goal anyway.
I love that. Well, you're tackling it worldwide or nationally anyway.
Oh, I like the way you're thinking. Let's go with that.
So I know that you said that you have a background in social work and psychology. So how do you formulate these answers? Does it take you a long time to come up with the right answer?
I think the reason that I've been able to grow a following here in Pittsburgh, and I'm so grateful for everyone that has supported me and sent questions and just read the work and shared it, is taking time to really think about, if I was with somebody in a session and they were asking me this question, how would I respond? And so I always try to make the answers very people first and specific to the topic. And I've even had email exchanges with some people that have written me, which if they've had very lengthy questions or questions that were so much more in depth than I could answer in 300 or 400 words.
Right.
And so sometimes you're just getting a snapshot of a much longer conversation. And I also take questions in person. A lot of times now people are just coming up to me at scene events because they read both columns, and so they're asking me things. And so I pull a lot from real life too.
And speaking of scene, I said, I'm pretty sure they did not add any more hours in the day this year. So I don't know how you're doing both still.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And scene is still, you know, my baby, and I love doing the work there, and also showing the great work of the community, more importantly, and all the wonderful things that you can do throughout the year. So be sure to check out both columns.
I have a feeling 2018 is your year. Thank you,
Love you.
Thanks for being here, as always. And for more of Natalie's helpful advice, you can check out her articles in the Post-Gazette and email her with any of your own questions. You can also look for her scene column to find out all about the great social events coming up in town.